found an old photograph tucked inside a book. The way you used to smile, the way you used to look. We had a secret language written in the stars before the world got loud and left us with these scars. I memorized your heartbeat like a favorite song. I never thought a rhythm could ever go so wrong. You were the gravity that kept me on the ground. But now I'm drifting upward, nowhere to be found. Everything I built was centered on your name. Now the house is empty and nothing feels the same. 'Cause with me, you were more than just a season. You were my rhyme, my rhythm, and my reason. Every breath I took was borrowed from your air. You were my everything, now you're never there. I memorized your heartbeat like a favorite song. I never thought a rhythm could ever go so wrong. You were the gravity that kept me on the ground. But now I'm drifting upward, nowhere to be found. But how do I replace a soul that was once mine? 'Cause with me, you were more than just a season. You were my rhyme, my rhythm, and my reason. Every breath I took was borrowed from your air. You were my everything, now you're never there. You were my everything, just a ghost in the air. Midnight on the highway, driving through the rain, trying to find a highway that doesn't lead to pain. Your voice is in the static, your face is in the light. I'm searching for comfort in the middle of the night. We used to talk for hours about the things we do, building up a future that only featured you. I locked away my compass, I threw away the key, because I thought your shadow was enough for me. was so lost in you, I forgot who I was, falling for a dream just because you were my North Star, the light in the dark, the fire in my soul, the very first spark. I gave you my world, I gave you my all. You were the only one who could break my fall. We used to talk for hours about the things we do, building up a future that only featured you. I locked away my compass, I threw away the key, because I thought your shadow was enough for me. Gave you my world, I gave you my all. You were the only one who could break my fall. Now the sky is black and the map is torn. I'm shivering here, waiting for the morn. You were my North Star, the light in the dark, the fire in my soul, the very first spark. I gave you my world, I gave you my all. You were the only one who could break my fall. Walking alone beneath a starless dome. Silence is a heavy thing when it fills the room, like a faded flower that'll never get to bloom. I still hear your laughter bouncing off the walls, waiting for a phone light that never really calls. I wore your old sweater just to feel the heat of a memory, walking down a one-way street. You were the ocean, I was just the shore, waiting for a wave that doesn't come no more. Every road I take leads back to where we started, stuck in the moment before we were parted. You were my universe, my sun and my moon, a beautiful melody that ended too soon. I lived for your touch, I lived for your grace. just an echo, letting go. Just an echo, letting go. I traded my freedom for a place in your heart. I didn't know back then we'd ever fall apart. I followed your footsteps, I followed your lead. You were the only answer to every single need. Now I'm standing steady, but I feel so weak, searching for the words that I'm too afraid to speak. You were the anchor that held me through the gale, but you let go of the rope and left me to fail. The waves are crashing in, the tide is getting high. Without you here, I'm just a prayer in the sky. To me, you were the truth in a world full of lies, the only reflection I wanted in my eyes. I gave you my crown, I gave you my throne. You were my everything, now I'm on my own. Now I'm standing steady, but I feel so weak, searching for the words that I'm too afraid to speak. You were the anchor that held me through the gale, but you let go of the rope and left me to fail. To me, you were the truth in a world full of lies, the only reflection I wanted in my eyes. I gave you my crown, I gave you my throne. You were my everything, now I'm on my own. How do I sail when the wind has died down? How do I breathe when I'm starting to drown? To me, you were the truth in a world full of lies, the only reflection I wanted in my eyes. I gave you my crown, I gave you my throne. You were my everything, now I'm on my own. Still drifting, waiting for the shore. The ink on the pages is starting to fade, but I still remember every promise we made. A diary of moments, a ledger of tears. You were the heartbeat throughout all those years. I color my world with the shades of your blue. Everything I painted was a tribute to you. I didn't need gold, I didn't need fame. I just wanted a life that was lived in your name. Now the book is closing, the story is done. painted was a tribute to you. I didn't need gold, I didn't need fame, I just wanted a life that was lived in your name. You were my library, my favorite line, the only story I wanted to call mine. I spent every chapter, I spent every page. You were my everything in every are blurry and the paper is thin. I don't know where I end and you begin. You were my library, my favorite line, the only story I wanted to call mine. I spent every chapter, I spent every page. You were my everything in every stage. I watch the horizon, waiting for a sign, believing that your destiny was tangled up with mine. I leaned on your shoulder, I rested in your arms, safe from the thunder and the world's alarms. But shadows grow longer when the sun goes away, and I couldn't find the words to make you stay. I built my foundation on the sand of your love. Now the sky is falling from the clouds above. Here, the next you were gone, leaving me to face the breaking of the dawn. You were my gravity, my center, my core, the only person I was ever living for. I gave you my spirit, I gave you my soul. You were my everything, you made me whole. coffee is cold on the side of the bed, full of the things that we should have said. I'm talking in shadows, I'm chasing the wind, wondering where the ending begins. You were the habit I didn't want to break, the beautiful risk that I wanted to take. I wrapped up my heart in a ribbon of gold and gave it to you for your hands to hold. But hands grow tired and ribbons get torn, and now I'm just feeling lonely and worn. To me you were the light at the end of the hall, the only one I'd answer whenever you'd call. I gave you my silence, I gave you my song. You were my everything all along. Wrapped up my heart in a ribbon of gold and gave it to you for your hands to hold. To me you were the light at the end of the hall, the only one I'd answer whenever you'd call. I gave you my silence, I gave you my song. You were my everything. Now the house is quiet, the music has stopped, the glass has shattered, the curtain has dropped. To me you were the light at the end of the hall, the only one I'd answer whenever you'd call. I gave you my silence, I gave you my song. You were my everything all along. Just a ghost, yeah. I drew a map of the places we'd go, from the peaks of the mountains to the valleys below. Every landmark was marked with your name. In a world that was wild, you were the tame. I didn't need a compass, I didn't need a guide, as long as you were standing right by my side. I followed your heartbeat, it sounded like home. But now I'm a traveler, lost and alone. The borders have shifted, the lines have all blurred, and us is now just a four-letter word. You were my continent, my land and my sea, the only world that mattered to me. I gave you my travels, I gave you my rest. You were my everything, you were the best. I built a wall, but you tore it down. You were the king and I wore your crown. I let you see the parts that I hide, the deep dark secrets I kept inside. I was a fortress until you came near. You whispered away every shadow of fear. I put all my faith in the palm of your hand, like a castle of glass on a stretch of sand. Then the wind started blowing, the sky turned to gray, and you turned around and walked away. You were my strength when I couldn't stand, the only touch that I could demand. I gave you my armor, I gave you my shield. You were my everything, my battlefield. I was a fortress until you came near. You whispered away every shadow of fear. I put all my faith in the palm of your hand, like a castle of glass on a stretch of sand. You were my strength when I couldn't stand, the only touch that I could demand. I gave you my armor, I gave you my shield. You were my everything, my battlefield, my battlefield. Now I'm broken in pieces, scattered around, trying to pick myself up off the ground. You were my strength when I couldn't stand, the only touch that I could demand. I gave you my armor, I gave you my shield. You were my everything, my battlefield, my battlefield. So fragile now. The sun is setting, all that we knew. The sky is a shade of heartbroken blue. I'm standing right here at the edge of the world, watching our banner as it gets unfurled. I'll keep the memories locked in a chest, giving my heart a moment of rest. You were the dream that I didn't want to wake, the final breath that I wanted to take. It's time to say goodbye to the ghost of your face, to leave this empty, hollowed out place. 'Cause you were my kingdom, my pride and my joy, the one thing that time couldn't ever destroy. I gave you my future, I gave you my past. You were my everything until the last. 'Cause you were my kingdom, my pride and my joy, the one thing that time couldn't ever destroy. I gave you my future, I gave you my past. You were my everything until the last, until the last goodbye.